Okay guys, so today I'm going to work on doubling up your kicks. So this is a little bit different to the kicking combinations that we have, the kick combinations. This is more about how to be effective with your double kicks while also adding your hands in there. Okay, so we'll start off with the double kicks and then I'll show you guys how to get your hands involved with those double kicks. It's a really good way to attack. And I like the idea of training quite frequently the mix between your feet and your hands. Sometimes it seems that people will depend a little too much on their hands, right? We all do it. It's fun to punch. Because, we're not Taekwondo fighters. But with that being said, today I want to work on specifically doubling up your kicks. So it's a kick combination with two kicks, and then we'll add the hands into it. Okay? So let's go ahead and get a warm-up going. Since we're going to be doing some kicking today, let's go ahead and do some leg swings here. Just swing up right in front. You're not trying to get too high, you're just nice and relaxed. Just let that leg swing up. Keep your knees straight on that leg you're swinging. You have a slight bend on your supporting leg. And my toes, I pace them forward when I swing. Switch sides. Good. Push back to the other side. Now we're just going to do crescent kicks, outward crescent kicks. So here we come across our body. We make a nice circle out to the side. Still trying to keep our knee bent. If you're trying to go high and you can't go high without bending your knee, right, like that, then you go low so you can keep your knee bent, or straight, excuse me. Okay. There we go. Nice and relaxed. Another little trick here, and this is with all your kicking. Don't have your head in front of your hips. If I try to do this crescent kick and my head is in front of my hips, I'm shutting off my movement. I want my head behind my hips to get that movement there, okay? All right, good. Switch legs. And we're going to come to the ball of our feet, okay? We're going to squat down. We're going to let ourselves fall forward, push up, staying on the ball of our feet. Come up, reach. So hands out in front, squat down, fall forward, push up, back up, reach. Facing forward here. Ball of our feet, down. Fall forward, push up, reach. Just try your best to stay on your heels. It can be a little difficult, right? But if your heels touch the mat, or carpet, or floor, or grass, you need to get right back to the balls of your feet. Let's do two more. More. Good. We'll do a couple more here. Let's go ahead and just step into a good lunge. Go ahead and let that knee come to the ground. We're just going to hang out here. Those hip flexors going. Good. Now we'll take that arm, that's the same knee that's down, and we'll side bend. Good. Go ahead and switch. We're not trying to get really deep into these stretches, y'all. We're just trying to take ourselves to that end range and warm up everything. Good. We'll take that same side as the knee that's down and side bend. Should really feel all of this opening up here. seat. So you're going to, if you're in the butterfly position here, you're going to keep your left leg in the butterfly, straighten your right leg here. Okay, now you're going to take that right arm on your right leg, come up under and lift. Okay, you can put your hands together like this, or do rear naked choke grip, which is what I like to do. Okay, and then from here we're going to do knee carves. So right here from your tibia, your tibial rotation, you can go from side to side like this. Okay, it's a very little range here, but it's one we need to work, especially if we're kicking a lot. Okay, so what you want to do is you want to flex your foot, toes towards your knee. You're going to turn from the tibia, not the ankle, to the inside. Okay, and then you're gonna straighten the leg, tibial rotation to the outside, lower the leg, and then we're gonna do circles, just like this here. We're gonna do 5 total. 3, 4, and 5. Good. Now reverse directions. 1, 2, moving just from the tibia. 3, 4, and 5. So we'll switch legs now. I'm going to show you something here. So this isn't an easy movement for people that don't focus on this tibial rotation. What happens sometimes is people will move their ankle. Don't move your ankle. That's why I want you to flex the foot, toes towards the knee, and you can take your hand here, place it right here on the knee, a little bit lower than the knee here, and you should be able to feel that movement there from side to side, y'all. Okay? Good. So from here, tibial rotation, toes to the inside, and straighten the knee. Good. To the outside, and lower. Good. And let's go ahead and get these circles going here. 1, 3, 4, and 5. Good. Now we're going to reverse directions. 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. Nice, very good. Okay, so go ahead and get on your hands and knees. We're going to do our quadruped hip carves. Okay, so I'm going to go at an angle just so you can get a little better view. What you're going to do is you're going to bring your knee like you're trying to touch your elbow. Okay, once you get to your elbow, I mean, you don't have to touch it. If you can't, that's no big deal. You're going to flare that hip open. When you do that, try not to rotate to pretend like you can get your knee higher. And keep all of this solidified. Nothing moves. There's no compensatory movements, okay? So open, boom. Right from here, we're going to rotate the hip internally now and back, and then sweep right back through. So we're here, boom, touch the elbow, flare that knee open. Good. Internally rotate at the hip. See how that points my heel and the bottom of my foot to the ceiling now? Good. And back. So you're doing this wide circle motion here with your hip. You're taking your hip through its great range of motion. Now we're going to reverse. We're going to go back. Good. Then we externally rotate the hip. Now the knee is pointed out. Back and through. Boom. Good. Switch legs over this way so you can see me. All right. Here we go. That knee comes up. Try to touch the elbow. Flare that knee open. Good. Internally rotate the hips. Now my bottom of my foot is facing to the ceiling. Back as far as you can get. And through. Boom. One more. Open. Internally rotate. Back and through. And reverse directions. Really trying to keep your hips straight, your back nice and straight. It's very difficult. Good, good. So let's go ahead and get into this lesson now, right? Give me a second. I'm going to set up the camera here so we can see the head back. All right, so let's go over the kicks we're going to be using today. it's the front push kick. So I bring my back foot next to my front foot, knee comes up, thrust the hip into it, and I push through, right? Here. Those of you that know the snap kicks really well, just knee comes up, snap, right? It's not like that. I'm coming in, I still chamber my knee, and I let my hips come forward as I push through, okay? Here, boom, just like so. It's one of my favorite kicks. Even if you block it, if someone comes into you, boom, right? It's not fun, okay? There's our front push kick, okay? And then the roundhouse kick, most of you should know this already. We're going to do a rear roundhouse kick. So my back foot, I'm going to step, cheek step open, right? Boom. Knee comes up, slam that shin right into there. You have to be instep, shin, try not to kick with your toes. It's not really a fun thing to do, okay? Okay, so we got our roundhouse kick, or rear leg roundhouse kick. All right, so the last kick we're going to add to this is the spinning side kick, okay? So you're in your lead stance. All I'm going to do to start this is I'm just going to shift my weight as I pivot the other way. So my weight is on this front foot. I pivot my feet, and now my weight's on this foot, facing the opposite direction. Next, you're going to put your weight back on that foot as you bring your knee to chamber, okay? Here, boom. Don't forget to look over that shoulder. Booyah. This way. Okay? Now that's the beginning of this kick. Okay? Now from here, all you're doing is just doing a side kick. Boom. Watch. That was sloppy. It's actually really easier to do it into a heavy one. Because you have something to play off of, right? Okay, just a quick review of the spinning side kick. If you don't have that down, that's okay, just don't do that one. Practice that kick on your own. Now it's with all of these. If you don't have a good push kick, you need to practice that. If you don't have a good roundhouse kick, you need to practice that. If you don't have a good spinning back kick, you need to practice that. Once you have them down, then you start putting them together, okay? All right. Okay, so this first one we're going to do is the left front push kick to roundhouse kick, okay? Instead of doing that push kick and putting your foot right back down where you picked it up from, right? I'm going to push and then step 45 into a cheat step so that roundhouse kick can come barreling through, right? So here, boom, boom, okay? A little variation I like to do is I'll do a little skip step into it, right? That's a fun one. That gets your whole body into it. Okay. Another variation, like kick combination. Excuse me. Good, so another little variation here, those of us that know kick combination number 5, instead of having that push kick leg to the front, okay, you're going to switch leads, and now that push kick is more of like a snap kick, but you're going to jump when you do it. So this knee comes up, boom, you use that momentum to get off the ground, right, to a front snap kick. right? Right into a roundhouse. It's a good one. Practice that. All right, so now I'll just do 10 of these. I'll switch it up. I'll do the first way, second way, third way, add the variations in there. Just have some fun with it, okay? Here we go. Remember, basic, boom. Good job. Let's get to the next one. Okay, so this next one, you're gonna do that same front push kick, right? But instead of stepping to the outside to get your hips set up for that roundhouse kick, you're gonna step to the inside, okay? And I use whenever I'm kicking, if it's a person or a heavy bag, to push off, right? So it's boom, push, get my leg, boom, right where I need it to be, okay? Now that I'm here, turn my head, look over that other shoulder, boom, look at what I'm kicking, boom, and I got that spinning side kick right there. Oh, that one felt good. Change the angle a little bit. Another way to do this is, instead of with a front kick, you throw a side kick. Your body's already turned with the side kick. My hips are already where they need to be to just throw my head over the shoulder and throw that kick. For some reason, I just really like the push kick. Probably because I throw the push kick a lot more than the side kick. But if you're a side kick person, boom, you want the side kick, right? So in review, that's front kick, step to the inside, turn my head over the shoulder, whip the head around, boom. You got that spinning side kick there. Where you put your foot down is important, right? If I put my foot too close, it kind of turns into this squished little side kick, so I want enough space, boom, to get good rotation and good structure with that kick, okay? So, practice that one 1,000 times. All right, so last is just the double roundhouse kick, okay? So, there's two different ways I like to do this. Way number one is I'll throw that roundhouse kick like a 45-degree roundhouse kick, but I really won't dip it, okay? Then once I throw that kick, instead of putting my foot all the way back in my stance, I set it down off to the side of the front, then I dip it to throw that kick, right? The other way is just the opposite. So I'll pivot into it big, boom, put my foot down, and then I just throw my hips right into it again. This way is a little bit more powerful in both kicks. The first way, I don't really generate much power with this, right? I mean, I can kick good here, it might make the person feel uncomfortable, but it's a lot harder when I can throw my hips into it. So you pivot, boom, boom, And then now in the second kick, I can still whip my hip into it without pivoting. My pivot's already where it needs to be, so I drop that hip, boom, go right into it. So slow motion. A big problem I see people do when they're trying to do this is they'll kick, put their foot all the way back here, and kick. They'll go. That's not what you want to do. You want to put your foot off to the side, right back into it. Okay, so let's do about 8 of those. Okay, let's see here. And there's all kinds of fun stuff you can do. You can play with the angle, go low, high, low. It's a good kick. It's really good. And if you're doing more MMA sparring, right? Maybe they block to the high one, but they don't block the low kick. Maybe they block the low kick, but they don't block the high kick. There's, it's always a possibility. Okay? So now, let's talk about adding our hands to these. Specifically, the first one, the front kick to roundhouse kick, and the double roundhouse kick. The middle one with the spin, right? I don't really focus a lot putting that together with stuff, right? I might just throw things coming in, boom. If I have to, you can always do it, but I have to specifically ways to put your hands together for the first and third one, okay? So, let's get into it. Good. So, this first one I love. I spent a lot of time dissecting this one and seeing how I can put my hands together effectively. So I'll show you what I've come up with, and I'd love to hear what you guys think about it. So, with this push kick, we shuffle up, push kick. Now right from here, as my foot is going down at the angle, this jab comes in. This will land before the foot. Because I like how that puts my whole body into it. Okay? So that's the first part. I use this to push off and set up right here for that round. Okay? Beautiful, beautiful. 1, 2. From here, 1, 2. The right comes in, followed by the roundhouse. So, you can hear it. Bop, 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 bop. Right? Watch. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. The beat. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Oh, what? Oh gosh, I love it. It's so fun. Again, slow motion. Shuffle up, push kick. Follow up jab. Foot comes down. Right cross. Roundhouse. If you notice, it's I'm cutting off half of the move. So it's like, instead of putting the foot down to throw the jab, I throw the jab as the foot's going down, okay? From here, I throw the cross as the jab's coming back, and this is followed right by the roundhouse kick. So, instead of, okay? Anytime you can shave time off of your striking, it can be very effective. right? Again, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Good. So that's that one. Play around with it. It's a lot of fun. It's a lot of fun. Love that one. All right, so this one here will be the last one for this set here. So why I like this one, and I want to be clear here, when you're doing these kind of combinations on something that doesn't hit back, it's a lot easier than having a sparring partner that's throwing punches back at you, moving, taking angles that the heavy bag obviously isn't taking. So keep that in mind. Just because you can do an awesome combo on a heavy bag doesn't mean you'll be able to do that to a sparring partner. But it's still good to start setting these patterns into yourself, okay? All right, so that being said, for this one, the first part here is I throw that rear roundhouse kick, and now as the foot goes down, I just kind of stuff the face here. My palm's open here. And this can be a strike, but I like to have it open because I think about stuffing here. And if I can get like a shoulder or side of the head and throw that second roundhouse kick in for a good sweep, right? You know, it depends on how your opponent is moving, but the movement, boom, boom, okay? So in between the kicks, as that foot comes down, loading up for the second kick, I'm palming the face, right? Just like, blam, stuff, right? It's right there. Boom, boom. Oh, sorry. Okay? And this can be anything, right? It's just fun to do too. Okay, next, I'm just doing, depending on where your feet are, it can be just a left hook to right, like shuffle hook, or a left cross to right hook. Okay, so it looks like this. Boom, boom, boom. Okay, it's pretty simple. Whoop, whoop. Whoop, whoop. Y'all. So play around with that. Remember, if you don't have the kicks good enough to start trying to put them together, that's fine. Drill them separately. That's good training, okay? You don't have to be doing these like fancy spin, effective, like crazy Taekwondo kicks to be an effective martial artist, right? When I teach people that are learning for the first time, I want them to have a good front kick, good straight punches, right? Then if they keep coming back, you know, start to throw the hooks in there, blah, blah, blah. But good straight kick, good 1-2, that's great. If you can keep your head in the game, throw these effectively, right? That's good. That's really good. And I'd rather be able to do that really well than be doing like sloppy side kicks and all this kind of stuff, right? So think about your priorities, okay? If your priorities are to do these fancy kicks and stuff, well, that's great too, right? You just got to know why you're training. So thank you very much for watching this video. I hope it worked out. The classes went off without a hitch this week. Students are really happy to be back. I'm really happy to have them. My hopes is those of you, as the weeks start passing, that you start feeling more comfortable getting yourselves in here back to class. We're going to be doing classes at the parks too, starting next week. So please come back, right? If you need to train, if you want to train, we want to have you back. We miss you, all of our students. And you know, if you're having complications with finances or anything like that, text me, email me, let's work it out, because it's important to me and the school that everybody that wants to be training is training, okay? much love. Set.